What's up, Duckers? Welcome into a Ducking Wrestling podcast, the July episode. We are here giving a short little intro before we jump on with Lathan to do our watch along. This month is the 30th anniversary of the formation of the NWO. So, we got to watch Bash at the Beach 96. So, y'all stick around. We're going to get with Lathan and we'll be back.
Previously on a Ducking Wrestling podcast.
Raven rule.
I don't think that was his saying, but all right.
Have a good time.
He's from like he's a part of
It's a nice day. It's a nice day. I fucked it up. In the 90s, I was the Nitro girl.
Wrestling podcast, where the laughs come fast and the matches last from the first bell ring to the final pin. Come on and let the show begin. A Ducking Wrestling podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. It is July. It is that time of year where we hit that weird halfway point of the year. We're halfway through summer, but we're not quite into the comfortable area of the fall yet. Here again, as always, Rowdy Texan Abroad, Rowdy Texan Gaming, whatever you want to call me, just don't call me late for dinner. With me, as always, is my friend, my boy over here. We got that Chocolate Thunder from over yonder. We got that Mark Henry, if you got him from Wish. We got Lathan Hall. My brother, how are you today?
You should have went with Timu. Nobody uses Wish no more.
Because it comes from China.
China. Oh, how is it going, world? How's it going, art?
It's going,
man.
hanging and banging.
Good. I'm feeling very aerodynamic today. So we're going to get through this in a breeze, if you will.
Nice.
So
wheel.
the best part about it is outside of the low maintenance that I have to do with it, everything feels cooler. I get out of the shower, hit that wisp of breeze on the back of my head, send a shiver up my spine, my left nipple gets erect. It's beautiful.
That's awesome.
Good.
I've gone the other way with the hair. Like, I am kind of rocking the long hair as a great man. As a mediocre man who used to be on the podcast said one time, long hair don't care. So yeah, I don't know why I decided to do it during summer, but we are.
It works.
We're here. And speaking of summer, guys, it is July, and we are at the 30th anniversary of Bash at the Beach 96, the formation of the NWO. We have lost two of the men who formed the original NWO, Hollywood Hogan. We have lost Scott Hall. So Kevin Nash is the only one still kicking, but he doesn't kick too hard because he may break a hip or
dislocate a knee.
Or a knee. So, but yeah, man, we decided we kind of have to, right? We kind of have to watch the match. And as we were just talking about it before we came on, I've never seen the match all the way through. I've caught highlights. I've read stuff about it. Never watched it all the way through. Lathan, was this one of the ones that you had pay-per-view money for?
Hell no. It was summertime. I barely had money to go outside and enjoy the dirt. So I had computer camp, and actually that was just it. Computer camp and stay your ass outside until it's time to come home for dinner. And when the street light comes on, you got 5 minutes.
Yeah. Kids don't know about that today.
But no, I remember. So the one thing I vividly remember about Bash at the Beach is I remember watching the still photo clips the day after on Nitro. Is when they opened up and they revealed that the third man was Terry Bollea, and I was like, "What? You gotta be kidding me!" Because this is also a time where you were well to do if you had internet in your house. Or a computer. So, yeah, it was pretty fun. Because I remember being a kid, I was speculating on who it could have been. And I was like, no way. And then I didn't. I remember we were coming home from vacation Bible school because I was at my aunt's house for the summer or for this part of the summer, and I was like, I gotta get home. It's 6:45. Like I need to be in front of the TV to watch Monday Nitro because I didn't even know who the third man is. And my aunt was like, "Calm down, we'll get there." And sure enough, we got there right in the nick of time. I busted out of the side of Toyota Sentra, ran straight into the living room and turned on the TV, and there it was. And I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
But in a kid voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1996, man, we had a computer, but it was essentially just for typing up papers. It was a Tandy, if anybody remembers those. And it had no internet, no nothing. It was mostly, I think my parents bought it when my dad was working on his master's degree because he was going to have to type stuff up and everything, and he was working full time. So, no opportunity to go over to the library or anything. So we had the computer, but no internet. And even then, like, it would have been dial up. It would have taken you 45 minutes to download a picture of who the third man was.
Oh, right. I'd rather spend that time downloading Sunny.
Oh, yep. Most downloaded woman of 1997. There we go. But yeah, before there was Austin 316, before there was D-Generation X, there was Bash at the Beach 96. In the comments, y'all tell us where were y'all whenever this went down. It was a big thing. I mean, you had Scott Hall's famous arrival coming through the crowd, which we've all seen hundreds of times. In the ring, portraying himself as Razor Ramon still, but without saying it. Says the very famous line, "You know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here." And I believe it was the next week or the week after when you had Kevin Nash show
3 weeks.
up. Well, okay, 3 weeks. So you had Kevin Nash show up with the very famous, "This is where the big boys play." Notice the adjective.
Notice the incorrect grammar.
Yeah. I'm glad now that people call that out, because the very first time, like, I watching like the Monday Night Wars series that was on WWE Network and everything, and it was really one of the first times I'd ever seen this fully, and I'm like, play is not an adjective, but nobody ever said anything about it, so I'm glad that somebody finally did. But they are in Daytona Beach for this match. So what we're going to do real quick is we're going to take our first break so that we can get everything set up. Y'all go check out the official WCW YouTube page, which is where we find this video. It is the full match. The Outsiders versus Lex Luger, Sting, and Randy Macho Man Savage. Ooh, yeah. WCW Bash at the Beach 1996. And we will be right back with y'all, so y'all hang out.
Hello, wrestling fans. This is Fanboy Dave. Catch myself, Big Kev, and Jeremy from Brothers of Discussion weekly on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and any other platform you use to listen to your favorite podcasters. We talk about WWE mostly and have a real good time giving our takes. And every now and then, might throw a little shade at AEW. So hope you give us a shot. You won't be disappointed.
Welcome back in, everybody. And before we get started, we got a couple of housekeeping things to take care of. Jersey of the month, that throwback Texas A&M from when they entered the SEC. Rocking it, still going. No repeat jerseys yet. So, bam, bam. Now, we're going to do something new. Before we get into watching the 30-year-old pay-per-view, one thing that we've never really done is touch on current wrestling topics. Well, we're going to change that because Lathan is notorious for some of the funniest rants in our group chat about current product. So we are calling this Lathan's Soapbox. So without further ado, Lathan, the floor is yours.
All right. So this being July 14th, 2026, and the one thing that got stuck up my craw a couple days ago is watching Monday Night Raw. Actually, last night, watching Monday Night Raw and saw a big segment, or no, small vintage segment, or actually, yeah, about 30 seconds of something that I heard about coming around. But with all these layoffs and cuts and budgeting of new contracts or old contracts being remastered, and one thing that got stuck up my craw was Big Cass is coming back, which I don't understand. Which then made me go back to Friday and saw Baron Corbin come back. Love Baron Corbin as a wrestler. However, WWE, what the fuck are we doing? We're unloading these massive Legends contracts just to buy back like B-list, C-list NXT stars. And I don't understand the mentality or what the meetings look like to make this sound justified and rational. Because we just bought more new contracts or bought more old wrestlers back just to be mid-card or lower card attractions that nobody even cared about to begin with. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Meanwhile, we're riding Sami Zayn off into the sunset with his 9-day title reign, not really giving him a storyline to really pick up and keep on going with. And we're beating the dead horse of the bloodline at this point. There's so much going on. And I don't understand it. And I don't think you can even help me justify why we're bringing them back. And then Cass is coming back. Or not Cass, Enzo is the big one that's supposed to be coming back too. I don't understand this. I don't get it. This is stupid. This is supposed to be funnier. It's not. It's just the state of what I've noticed over the last couple of weeks, and it's quite annoying for a multi-billion-dollar company to still be readjusting these loyal contracts of these loyal wrestlers and not giving them anything to do, just to give them the boot or tell them they can go ahead and leave, just to bring back half-ass people that didn't draw a piece of paper and on a good summer day in kindergarten class. Like, this is ridiculous. That's my rant for this week. I'll do better next week, I promise.
I kind of sprung that on him. So it was still good though, man. I agree. We're letting New Day and Sheamus walk to bring back Enzo and Cass and Baron Corbin. Doesn't make sense to me. But all right, everybody. Well, get over there on YouTube. Find this video. It's 28 minutes, 50 seconds. Lathan, are you ready, sir?
I am ready. As a matter of fact, I'll let y'all give me the topic of ranting over the next thing. So put it down in the comments, and whichever one sounds the best, it'll be on the next recording.
Beautiful. There we go, people. Engagement. Let's get it going. All right, everybody. Well, we're going to start this match at the 0 mark, and we're going to get it going in 3, 2, 1, play. And we got the shot of the Bash at the Beach set. I always love this set with they did a good job making it look like the pier and everything. WCW came up with some really good like pay-per-view names. I think a lot of it was Dusty Rhodes, but
yeah, baby. We're going to name this one Bash at the Beach because it's a summertime. We in the Florida, baby. It's going to be a bash, and we're going to be at the beach doing it.
Bashing. We're going to be bashing it.
I got one son that's gay, and then the other one loves the chocolate.
Well, we got Hall and Nash coming out here in that old school Outsiders red and black, which I never understood how we went from them, obviously sporting the red and black to black and white with the NWO. I guess it had to do with the black and white vignettes that we eventually get to, but they're very obviously sporting red and black at this point.
Yeah, and it was actually a really good presentation. I remember when I first saw Scott Hall's trunks and his elbow sleeve, I was like, that is dope.
I got a
with the
commercial.
dripping blood coming off of it, and then here comes Kevin Nash looking just like Diesel, but in
Yeah,
red.
without black hair. He's got his.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Mean Gene Okerlund coming out. I believe that they are looking for who that third man is, which obviously we don't get that until later. And after the match, we're going to address some of the rumors and the innuendo that went along with who the third man was supposed to be, and everything. So we got Mean Gene talking to the outsiders right now, asking them about their third man. I'm gonna turn on closed captions here so we don't have sound on this to get us kicked off of YouTube. Rumble wouldn't give a shit.
And of course, they got Bruce Buffer in there to do the announcing.
Yeah, always glad to see Bruce Buffer, but it was funny right there. Hall called him Scheme Gene, which is
the first of many times.
Yeah, which is I think that's a nod to the Billionaire Ted skits that WWE, WWF was doing at this time, making fun of how all the old guys were in WCW.
So coming out doing the Racer's Edge promo.
Yeah, now I wonder, so I think this was after you had the infamous interview with the lawsuit from WWF.
Yeah, that was the American Bash.
Yeah, where
they came out.
Yep, where they ask him, like, are you under contract to the WWF? No. Are you under contract to the WWF? No.
No.
So.
Yeah. But did you hear? So the other craziness I always found funny about this is that the lawyers for WCW were like, you're still under contract for WWF, and literally they're backstage watching a TV where the Razor Ramon and Diesel are coming back to WWF, and they're standing there, and it's Glenn Jacobs and whoever plays Scott Hall.
Yep.
Come out. But before that, they signed them to even bigger contracts.
Yeah.
To guarantee that they're staying.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, what a financial power play.
Yeah.
Like, y'all have to be the dumbest motherfucker. I see why y'all broke now.
Yeah, it's funny. You hear that story from Kevin Nash where, like, they sign him to more guaranteed money, but WWF is still advertising Diesel and Razor Ramon coming back, and they're there with them, like at the back of the production trailer watching Raw, and the two fake guys walk out, and he goes, they just looked at us, and we just shrugged. We told them we weren't going.
Yeah.
All right, so here you have the three men that were representing WCW. They were calling this the hostile takeover match. You got Luger, former WWE guy. You got the Macho Man, former WWE guy. Sting, who wouldn't go to WWE for another, 20 years?
Yeah. 25.
So, yeah, crazy.
Even went to TNA before this.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He was in TNA. Speaking of that, have you been watching the Dark Side of the Ring?
Oh, brother, that's a whole different. Okay, next recording, we're talking about Dark Side of the Ring. Oh, that is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the new season with TNA. I didn't know I was going to be that invested in it, but.
Oh, man, I kind of really like Jeff Jarrett now.
Yeah, me too. But you got all three guys wearing Sting face paint. You can tell, like, Luger is very uncomfortable in the face paint. Like, he keeps like messing with it.
Yeah.
Up. Here comes the toothpick. Oh, and a slap to the face to Hall by Luger. Hall still got a damn toothpick in his ear.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely not Razor.
He's the bad guy. Man. All right, but fun fact is my son was supposed to be named Scott Hall. And then he got vetoed.
Oh, dude. I okay, now I remember you told me that a while back that you were going to name LJ Scott, and it didn't click until you were like, Scott Hall. It's like,
Yeah.
oh!
My wife's like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yes, Kyle's one of my favorite wrestlers. What are you talking about?"
I had one name that was off the list for boy names with us was Aaron.
Ah,
Like, I'm not doing it.
fair enough. I get it. Oh, and then here comes a scatter. Everybody's spreading.
Right, we got Macho Man, we got Sting, who is still like
Wait,
he's borderline in his surfer gear, but you can tell he's starting to move away from it. Oh, we got the injury to Lex
oh, it
Luger.
was Luger. I thought it was Sting that got injured. Okay, never mind. Shows you how much I remember this match.
It's only been 30 years. Why would you
It's the first time Lex Luger OD'd.
but here's something I don't get. Like you've got Sting wearing face paint that doesn't match what he's wearing. You've got Macho Man wearing a black with white letter headband. Like maybe it's just me, but real like the outsiders are color coordinated, right? But then you've got the other team that are supposed to be like together representing WCW, but they're all over the place whenever it comes to the face.
Man, are you trying to fashion shame these motherfuckers?
Kinda.
You're gay.
I just want, if you're a team, you should be a team and be synchronized when it comes to your
Yeah,
in-ring
but they're not
attire.
a team. They're just the faces of WCW going against the heels that are threatening WCW.
No, I don't
If
care.
it makes so for if it's any constellation, Sting's face paint matches his print on the Sting print on the side of his trunks, and Macho Man's face paint is the same color as his trunks.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Sting is wearing like rainbow.
Yeah, look at his trunks, and then look at his face paint. They match. They coordinate.
That's a bit of a stretch. Can we all take a minute though to respect the mullet on the referee? Who is that? Nick Patrick?
Yeah.
Is it Nick Patrick?
That's not Nick Patrick. That's what's that referee's name? He's the one. He's the other one that's always in all the big matches
Yeah.
for WCW.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. We're down to a 2-on-2, which we got the Outsiders versus the Macho Man and Sting, who would down the line join the NWO anyway. Macho Man feels like he joined pretty early on.
Pee Wee Anderson.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna say he had a weird name because he kind of looks like a rat, and I was like, I
Way
knew
short shit.
he had like a weird name.
See, that matches.
All right, I'll give it to you. The reverse atomic drop going on there, but do you know how long after the formation of the NWO the Macho Man joined? Because it's got to be within a year or so, right?
Not sure. I think it was late '97, but it wasn't him wanting to join. It was like some kind of caveat to it.
Oh,
Let's see. I'll look it up.
all right. We'll get research on that to give us that information before the end of everything. So, yeah, I'm surprised. Like so far, it's been a pretty good match, and from looking at the timestamp, like it's really surprising that they're going to go as long as they are because as they went down the line, they obviously started taking less time in big matches. So far, I'm kind of enjoying it. Now we got Kevin Nash and the Macho Man coming into
Back when they were still remotely healthy.
Yeah.
It's funny, like you look back at it. So you have these so you have two people that left WWF, and then you have two other wrestlers that were kind of exiled from WWF because of their age. But like, for what it's worth, Macho Man's still running and gunning in here. Like, he's got plenty of gas in the tank.
Yeah. No, I think in hindsight, the WWF was wrong in trying to move Macho Man to commentary and get him out. Oh, there was a botch there. Macho Man tries to sit up and ends up headbutting Nash in the ribs. So there's botchamania coming in. But I think that Macho Man could have had a few more years. I get WWF was moving to a younger uh, superstar selection with, Bret Hart, with Shawn Michaels, with The Undertaker, guys like that. I get that. I think too, Hall and Nash would have been a focus there had they not left for all the money. And I mean, everybody's heard the story over the years that the only reason they left was guaranteed money and fewer dates. So,
Mhm.
I get it. I understand. Like if somebody's coming and saying, "Hey, we're going to pay you more money and you have to work less," why would you say no?
Yeah, easily.
Got the Irish whip
Yeah.
into the corner. Sting doing a little jump there, hitting Nash, goes down. All right, Irish whip into it and a monkey flip with this weird. What was weird? Kevin Nash with the. Like, I feel like he went like really long. Ooh, that looked a little rough. Did you see that? Sting's head.
I'm thinking I'm a couple seconds behind you.
Oh, okay. He picked him up by the neck and threw
Oh,
him
there it
down.
is. Yep. He
And
just got his bell rung.
his head kind of bounced off the ground. That was a little rough looking.
Yeah. But, it's Sting. He's a trooper.
Yeah, that's very true. All right. So we got the Macho Man's bald spot trying to fire up the crowd. There was the what did Scott Hall call that move? It was like the last call or something like that. The where he picks him up and he flips
He
him.
tosses him. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the last call.
that
Back
right.
in WCW. I don't remember what he called it in WWF.
I don't know if he did. I know in WCW that it was called like the last call or something.
Man, look at this chemistry between these two guys. It's like they know each other. Like they're best friends. Like they're part of some kind of clique outside of work or something.
I saw an interview with Eric Bischoff, and I don't know when it was from, but he was talking about had Shawn Michaels jumped to WCW in '97, and even he was like he would never have lasted because I wouldn't have put up with his shit. He's like, I
Yes,
don't
you would
care.
have.
I don't care how good he was. Yeah, hindsight again, right? Everybody,
Yeah.
you say that.
If you put up with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, you would have put up with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, but
Because they would have walked too. Like they would just like they would have got together and they would just ran all over WCW.
But let me ask you this: Shawn Michaels goes to WCW in '97. You can't call him Shawn Michaels. So are you really rolling with Michael Hickenbottom? Like that's a horrible wrestler name.
I mean, no, they would have found something else to call him. Or
Like-
Sean Mr. Ass. I don't know.
Michael Shawns.
There you go. Just reverse it.
There you go. Yeah, I think Hall and Nash kind of lucked out because their names were actually kind of cool sounding wrestler names.
Yeah.
Like, already. Which is very rare because you think like the guys in the ring, like instead of Sting, he was Steve Borden. Like, what are you, a milk container?
You're gonna get milked.
and then Macho Man would have just been Randy Poffo.
I'm sure there's a way you can make Poffo sound kind of cool.
Randy Poffo.
Oh.
I will say I've always appreciated the stories over the years of how loyal Macho Man was to like his dad and brother. And because his brother wasn't bad in the ring and he had good charisma, but he was nowhere on the level of Macho Man. But
Yeah.
Randy like made sure his brother was taken care of, and I
Oh,
think
he's got a contract. He only had 4 matches in WCW, but
really,
he was paid. Yeah, but he was paid out for at least like 6 years.
wow,
I'm like, I want
they,
to work for WCW in the '90s.
they didn't give a
Oh,
shit.
goodness. That's R.I.P. Ted Turner.
Oh yeah, yeah. But you know what? And I think you correct me if I'm wrong, but at some point along Macho Man's career, like he did some stuff where he wasn't where his dad was involved too, right? Didn't I don't think it was in
I thought it was
WWE.
early.
Well,
They think
before
that was mid or in Memphis. I think it's when he did that.
I don't know because before WWE, Macho Man was with his dad's company, and then he went to WWE. The Memphis stuff, I feel like were just one offs with WWE where they were working with Memphis, like when they sent Undertaker down there to wrestle Unabomb or the Christmas Creature, whatever he was at that time.
So they worked at the International Championship Wrestling
That was
during
their
the late
company.
'70s and '80s.
Yeah,
Yeah, back when Macho Man had a full head of hair,
yeah.
no bald spot. Just came off of being signed to. Did he sign to the Reds?
Oh yeah, yeah. He was drafted by the Reds, I believe.
Yeah, him and Hulk Hogan. Let Terry tell it.
He's the one that got Macho Man into the Reds organization.
Yeah. Oh man, the lives of Hulk Hogan, which is a good watch. So shameless plug, but if you ever want to hear something quite hilarious, go to YouTube, type in Jim Cornette and the lives of Hulk Hogan, and there is a very funny, like 25-minute video of all the lies that Hulk Hogan told over the years, and they're debunked.
Yeah, like he was
And they
gonna be
hear,
the basis for Metallica.
or how he worked 404 days 1 year
Oh my
because of
God,
the
yeah,
international time.
yeah, because of how international time worked. Like, dude, like, come on.
Okay.
I,
Oh man.
yeah. So we are still in this match. We have Hall just going for the pin on Sting for a 2 count there. I kind of like watching this, man. I kind of want a Bash at the Beach shirt now. And I know they sell them on like 80s tees or actually
Oh yeah.
I think WWE Shop has some Bash at the Beach stuff.
Yeah, they probably got better prints on ProWrestlingTees.com now.
Yeah, well, as I say that, really I don't know if they can though. Because I mean that's a used name. Because does NXT do Bash at the Beach? Or no, I know
No, they don't do Bash at the Beach.
they do Great American Bash.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So they need to bring back Bash at the Beach.
That'd be fun.
Like that should
And then
really
since they're in Florida, they should do it outside.
yeah, either do that or make one of your I would rather see like one of the July, well now, June or July a Bash at the Beach WWE PLE now that they've moved Money in the Bank out of June and now it's in October. Like bring in Bash at the Beach. Like and yeah, like book it in Florida, like book it around the different Florida stadiums.
Oh, we drop one on Scott. Oh, headbutt Scott Hall and Kevin Nash.
There we go, thrown out of the ring.
He's the ball of.
Yeah. Pounding away is
He's
Seth.
chowing down at Slim Jim.
Oh yeah. My knees. Watching guys do that move, I'm always like, oh my God, my knees. And another double
Yeah.
handle off the top. We got Macho Man.
Macho's knee.
He's got Nash down. Oh, and the low blow. The low blow. Pee Wee has no idea what's going on. He's in his playhouse, and here he comes.
And here he comes.
Here he comes, and we
Racist
await
ass Terry.
the famous line by Bobby the Brain Heenan. But whose side is he on? And who is the other announcer that's there?
Dusty. Go get him, baby.
Yeah, go get him, Hogan. Come get some. Who's mad now? And here it comes. The leg drop.
Boom.
The betrayal.
Snap into that.
Oh my
brother.
goodness. Oh, and another leg drop. And you've got people in the crowd that are cheering this. You've got front row an ECW t-shirt that is cheering the betrayal of one Terry Hulk Hogan Bolea coming in. Crossing the arms.
Right.
Up, here goes Pee-wee.
Get out of here, Pee-wee.
Pee-wee's just there like, just
all right. And servant number 2.
Leg drop with them yellow cowboy boots. He goes for the pin, which obviously
doesn't count.
Scott Hall is not an official, so that does not go in the record books.
So is this technically a draw?
You know what? Honestly, though, wouldn't the other team, wouldn't the WCW team win because Hogan hit the referee? Wouldn't that be a disqualification?
Yeah, but no. I'm so confused right now. Oh, wait, because Hulk Hogan is on their team, so
yeah,
WCW actually did win.
He just came out late, so the team attacked the referee. That should be a disqualification. There you go. You got Sting pulling the Macho Man out of the ring. Oh, my goodness. And here comes the infamous Garbage coming in.
You know, there's a start of a lot of things this night. One of the best factions over a generation, and trash thrown inside the ring.
Yeah.
And normalizing it without being inside of the ECW arena.
Yeah. Yeah. But look at that ECW guy front row. Like, he is loving that. You see him with the beard right in the middle looking like Yakov Smirnoff?
Yeah. Oh, that's one of the smart marks.
In Soviet Russia, wrestling.
That's that guy that's on Angel Fire.
Here comes
all the wrestling conspiracy theories. Here comes King Gene.
Here he comes, and I think he gets hit by something, right? Like a beer can or something, and it like busts him open.
Look down at the bottom. Somebody's trying to jump the barricade.
Where
they literally have security out there because somebody tried to jump the barricade.
Oh, I see people looking at it. Yeah. What in the world are you thinking? First thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up. This has got to be like, whenever you look back at wrestlers who become heels, who turn heel, like, I don't think anything has compared. Oh, there he is. That's when Mean Gene got hit by the beer can and it cuts his eyebrow open. I don't think anything has ever come close to comparing to Hogan becoming Hollywood Hogan.
No, because it's because at the time it's Hulk Hogan. It's the one thing you don't ever expect is he's been so iconic and he's been such a household name as a good guy after all these decades. You know, you don't never expect him to see him turn heel.
Yeah,
and so no, Eric Bischoff was right. Like, it had to be Hulk Hogan because the other option was Sting. And for what it's worth, Hulk Hogan has better mic appeal.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that. Now let me ask you this as we continue to roll on here with the very famous interview post-match where Hogan is turning into the heel that he becomes for the next several years. Would outside of the poor execution following the turn, would you put on there John Cena turning heel last year?
Oh yeah, that's number 2.
You think so?
Number 1A.
I was gonna say, yeah. I would say 1A and 1B because that one was pretty shocking as
Yeah,
well.
there are a few missteps in the execution of the heel turn, and then we don't talk about the rest of it.
Well, so I would say the heel turn was done very well. The execution was very well. The follow up and the run as a heel was done very poorly.
Yes, because some people that were supposed to be there weren't there because of other obligations to Hollywood. Dwayne, don't bitch it.
Hollywood Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, and I never really understood Travis Scott for appearance there, but not my monkey, not my circus, not my money. WWE.
But it is your money. I mean, we're paying to watch
I ain't
these
paid for shit.
events.
I pirated that. Let me be clear. I did not pay for that. You paid for it. I did not. So I got it into my cousin's his Peacock account because he watches to watch what's that? The Love Island show with his girlfriend. So he keeps that, and I just borrowed his.
Oh my
God! I didn't pay
And
for
then-
that mess.
And then for the PLEs, you just come over here.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Nailed it.
Oh,
But yeah, but it's just like, but it was for Hulk Hogan to turn. It was awesome because it's like kind of one of those. It's the It's 96, so like we're talking about anti-good guy, or is the better option as opposed to the super cheesy over the top guy. We're making that turn, and so it's perfect. Now his promo here, it kind of runs really long.
yeah.
Yeah.
It does. But let's we're gonna go ahead and end it there. We saw a couple of crotch chops, which is pretty interesting by Scott Hall. But we are gonna call it there since we have no audio, so we are gonna go ahead and do that. But with that being said, everybody, we're gonna take our last commercial break to advertise for our former partner in crime on here, George, and the Too Hard, Too Fast podcast, which go check out his latest episode because I actually went with him. He went to my hometown, so go check that out. But we will be right back with y'all, so hold tight to give our rating and analysis.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome to Too Hard, Too Fast.
Too hard, too fast.
Too hard, too fast.
Too hard, too fast.
Welcome to Too Hard, Too Fast.
Welcome back. Too hard, too fast. Where we go off the rails and George has to worry about it. So here we go.
Find Too Hard, Too Fast podcast on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube.
A Duck in Wrestling podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. We just got done watching Bash at the Beach 96, where the NWO is formed for their 30th anniversary of the show. So kind of looking at it, right? This is really, to me, what I would consider the start of the Monday Night Wars. Would you agree with that?
It was definitely a declaration, a declarative shot across the bow to tell, like, hey, we're serious about really going head to head with you. And it kind of helped start the trend of how WWF versus WCW would project their ratings the next decade, 6 or 7 years or so, where the end of the show for a pay-per-view for WCW is going to make you want to watch WCW, where WWF was more of a continuous storyline week to week, and then they cascaded at the pay-per-view and then moved on to the next storyline. And so definitely a good start to the Wars. Mm-hmm. And so this started like 4 weeks ahead of that when he actually started having Scott show up. But this was definitely that statement. And they just kind of snowball from there with, you know what happens. Every other week there's somebody new. It's X-Pac one week, it's Ted, it's Virgil. And so,
Dusty Rhodes at one point joined.
Yeah, which was horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And you bring that up, you bring up a really good point is honestly, I consider the start of the Monday Night Wars with Scott Hall showing up. I think that's more the beginning. I think this was the first like actual shot. And and let's talk about the initial build to the NWO forming. That initially it was going to be Sting, who was the third man to come in and essentially lead the NWO. And I think Hogan was the one that was like, that doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah.
And pitched himself into it, which it makes more sense for it to be Hogan. You've got Hogan, Hall, and Nash. You've got WWE guys forming a faction called the New World Order, which to me the name is a little weird because they're definitely not New World.
They definitely, well, at least one is definitely old.
Yeah.
Fuck World Order.
Yeah, you call it should be called the OWO. The Old World Order. So that the name kind of always was. It was a cool name, a cool concept. Name didn't make a whole lot of sense. Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm crazy.
Well, to be fair, it's a spinoff of New Japan having their chapter of NWO, which eventually got so big that they actually merged the two and had I forgot the guy's name from Japan that came out to NWO face paint. And I'm like, what are we doing?
Oh, that was Muda, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, the Great Muda. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't even need to get research on that. We just knew it.
Memories.
So good. 30 years. But I mean, really, I think without the NWO, you don't have Austin 316 because Austin 316 was what? Maybe if this was July, King of the Ring was
97.
97. No, was Austin 316 96?
No, it's 97.
King of the Ring. No, it's King of the Ring 96 because that's when he won because 97 was Triple H.
Oh, you're right.
So
Triple H was supposed to win 96 initially.
Yeah.
But then Madison Square Garden happened, and he had to eat the bullet for everybody else leaving, and Shawn becoming champion.
Yep.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So this is all happening around the same time, and we like to think that Austin 316 happened, and it blew up, and it was the biggest thing there. But that didn't get rolling until weeks or months later. And so the NWO coming in, I think, gave WWF that push where it's like, hey, you've got to do something else. I think Vince is famous for looking at that and watching that and being like, ooh, okay, like we got to do something different.
We're forced to take a turn.
Yeah, we're a year away from DX forming.
And for what it's worth, and this is the rare time I'll say this out loud, you have to give credit to Vince Russo. Because without some of his outrageous thinking, coupled with Vince McMahon censoring him a little bit and keeping him under control, most of the Attitude Era doesn't exist.
Absolutely.
Good or bad. And that includes, it's in the way they told stories with DX and Nation and Domination and Faction Wars, Austin 316. Like it all has a somewhere to do with some of his productions behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And between him and Jim Cornette for hating each other, they could put on some good storylines.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. Well, I mean, you see what happens when Vince Russo has no buffer later on in WCW when he's doing Viagra on a pole match in TNA, which, they're doing right now they're doing the Dark Side of the Ring, the 3-episode TNA, which has been really good. But yeah, I think Vince and Jim Cornette were kind of there as that little hook keeping Vince Russo from going over the edge. But this was an interesting time because WWF was still very much a kid show. It was moving a little more adult, but I don't think without the NWO forming that WWF would have changed what they were doing because, I mean, why would you? It was working for what they wanted to do.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're pretty on point with that. And then it just and with Sting becoming the third person, like I said, it wouldn't probably work because Sting, as good as he is on the microphone, it doesn't have the same magnetic charisma that Hulk had on the microphone, you know. And like it made for more longevity to have Sting as the WCW flag bearer to hold that one up as opposed to him going against WCW.
Yeah.
Especially because like if you put Hulk Hogan, flip the script. If Hulk Hogan was in Sting's position and Sting became the leader of the NWO, that would be weird for Hulk Hogan because he's still that same campy wrestler. He's just going to do something slightly different, like dye his hair black and get in all black boots and try to be like dark. And listen, just go back and watch the Dungeon of Doom storyline and see what he did back then. We're going to have a repeat of that to a certain extent. And everybody's already fed up with him now. They would have been more fed up with him by then, and it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that was kind of the thing about Hulk Hogan leading the NWO was he was starting to get booed because people were just kind of getting fed up.
They were still tired of him. He went to WCW, thought he was good for the first like 2 or 3 months, and then people got tired of him again because it's still the same Hulkamania.
So same thing with new music. So, but all right, man. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Give me your rating, as we always do, 1 to 5, with 5 being the greatest match you've ever seen, and 1 being Virgil versus Crush. So go ahead and give me your rating.
Oh, at this point, I'm gonna give this a 3.6. Like solid ring work, good storytelling all the way through. It's like looking at it for the first time all the way through. Like it was a good match. Like it was a good tag team match. They had good chemistry in the ring. Couple of flops, but overall, Lex Luger going out early, so it's a straight like legitimate 2-on-2 tag versus a handicap match that it could have been. And then Sting's down and out, Macho Man's down and out, and then here comes Hulk Hogan. You think he's going to save the day, and it cascaded and closed the right way. It was perfect.
Yeah.
So it was, so it's definitely a 3.4 for a good match quality.
Wait, 3.4 or 3.6?
Oh, 3.6.
Oh,
bad.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a fair rating and fair analysis. I'm going to give it a 3, right down the middle. It was a okay match. The chemistry was good. There were a couple of botches in there that were really bad, but I think the whole point of the match, it wasn't supposed to be a barn burner. It wasn't supposed to be a 5-star match. It was a means to an end where this is where we're going with it. So y'all go out there, do your thing for 20 minutes so that we can get to this point. But overall, it wasn't bad. I mean, I would consider it a okay match. It's not one that I would go out and show somebody who wasn't a wrestling fan, but it's historically relevant because it got us to what we needed to with the turn of one Hulk Hogan. Yep. So, all right,
and it's the main event, not the title.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, everybody, that'll do it for our July episode. We are very thankful for y'all being here and listening in. Y'all stay around. We will be back next month with a new episode. We are also in the last month of this year with no football. We have made it, everybody. So it is time. But thank y'all again. Y'all have a great month. And as always, holla at your boy.
The matches last from the first bell ring to the final pin. Come on, let the show begin. A duck Talking Wrestling Podcast.